I go by the name Kefa Eric Opas. I am the president of Moi University Student of Organization. Hail from main campus, a student of political science, public administration, with keen interest in international relations. I'm happy to be here to have a conversation on the progress of student associations and unions forward ever since their genesis from the 18th century in Oxford and Cambridge. And I'm happy to interact with you in the session. Asante.
Comrades power. Yes, so my name is Lorraine Koske, and above all, seeing all the comrades here, we know that a comrade is always right, right? Yes, comrades are always right. My name is Lorraine Koske. I have been president Kabarak University 2021 to 2023. I am a soon-to-be lawyer in about 2 months. And besides that, I have a lot of interests, especially in governance and community, and also the youth. Juu sisi tuko hapa with these opportunities that we've been given, and so we have to impact the rest of us. So I'm glad to be in this panel today, and thank you very much.
Comrades, power. Comrades, comrades, lazima mtaisema comrades. As they said, we are here to have a conversation, and I'm happy that we are getting involved in this. My name is Melvin Zogo. I am president, University of Nairobi Students Association. I'm a student of law. In my final year, I'll be a lawyer soon. I take keen interest in matters governance, education, law, and policy, among others. And I'm glad to the Youth Agenda guys and any other association that has organized this. I think we're going to have a fruitful one, and this is going to be amazing.
Comrades power. Comrades ria. Comrades achu. My name is Mushoki Kirera. I am the president of the Technical University of Kenya. I am a student of aeronautical engineering at the same university. I am a certified financial modeler and value assessor. I am also a student of Harvard University. And I believe that we are here to speak about the things that need to be spoken about by ourselves as the youth. So I'm happy to be here with you. I'm happy to engage with you as well. And let us have a productive and progressive session. Thank you.
So I don't know what to start to say. We're comrades power. Yes. Or power, and then we say we the people. Power. The people. Yes, that is Article 1 of the Constitution. My name is Joshua Changwony, the Executive Director of the Constitution and Reform Education Consortium, CRECO. I'm delighted to be here and looking forward to this conversation. Welcome, Mildred. Pleasure to listen also from you. Asante.
Comrades power. Comrades power. Oh, I want to learn that. And soon I'll be doing it a little bit better than some of you. Anyway, I have the privilege to be interacting with presidents here. I look forward to learning a lot from them. My name is Boaz Waruku. I am an active citizen of this great republic, a shareholder, but who is sovereign beyond just shareholding, because those are just minimal things within this country. I do a lot of work in education, and I think I'm just a graduate of the streets. I became active from high school. Fortunately, God has blessed me to go through Egerton University. Many years there. Some of you did 844, I did 849. I've been blessed to come to the University of Nairobi. I've been blessed to go to the KU. And I've also been blessed to be a Daystar. And I'm seeing some, these are soon to be seniors, so colleagues, because I'm yet to go to the Kenya School of Law. But I'm just happy to be a citizen of this great republic. One thing that I'll tell you about being a citizen is that is the most important position in this country. Tuko pamoja? Tuko pamoja na wangapi? I'm here to discuss with you specifically on what is ailing our education system in Kenya and what must you do so that it can be improved. Thank you. Mildred, thank you. I'm happy to see you after some 4 or 5 years when you were at Youth Agenda, isn't it? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can we give a hand to our panelists as we begin? Great. And I like the point that, Boaz, you have set us off on. There's a very hot debate in our country right now, and it's on the question of CBC. And education reform, I believe, is not something to be taken lightly because it affects all of our lives. We might not here be students of CBC, but in one way or another, it will affect our lives presently and also in the future. So if we're to discuss about CBC at this particular moment, one, how does it affect this crowd sitting here who haven't gone through CBC, and also how will it affect our future generations, and what do we need to do about it? I think I will allow Boaz to take that question, and then we can have a sounding board from Joshua and also Moshoki. Yes, unajua kuna jina zingine tunatokanga some parts of the country, lazima confirm pronunciation before useme. Moshoki. Maybe we can take it from you, Boaz.
Thank you. I actually told you I wanted to listen more, but you have given me the chance to start this conversation. Kenyans, how are you? How many are happy about the way the education sector is running currently? How many are happy? What makes you sad? We are talking about an education in Kenya, and the reason why there seems to be a problem for me, I would start by saying, is because we are yet to understand what education means and why we even need to have an education system that would be helpful to us, for this country, and for the world. Are we in agreement up to there? That there's a question that is still not yet answered. Those within the land and housing and all that tell you the land question. In education, we seem not to be clear exactly. Education for what? Why education? And that is why you'll find people all of a sudden ambush you with what they are calling systems, curriculums, and all that. But for me, and I would have wished to get it in an interactive manner from yourselves, but because I'm told the panelists are the ones who will be talking first, I want to challenge you on what you, as a citizen of this great republic, expect to achieve by going through all those processes, from the kindergarten, for those who are lucky to go through there, primary, secondary, university and colleges, and even beyond. That what you expect yourself to be by the time you have gone through that process line. That's a process line, isn't it? Because you're being inducted, you're being helped to understand, to appreciate, to internalize things, to perceive things in a way that can improve the lives of not just yourself, your family and all that, but of the entire republic. So here we are, grappling with a situation where we are told we are transitioning from a system that was failing to a system that is working. But how come the transition is so problematic? If you were to make comparisons, which I don't want to make, because that one will make us veer off the path. Because if you start comparing an egg, I'm saying there are smaller eggs and bigger eggs, will not get to the answer. You start asking, why should that egg be there in the first place? And what constitutes it? In other words, what philosophy drives us as a country to have an education system? A pre-colonial period, when the colonial masters were here, you know what they were trying to do? That each and every time they were just giving us incremental access to spaces where you'd learn to read and write. And with time, that now you can become a little bit more knowledgeable on fixing a few things, plumbing and things like that. Because they were very clear, they wanted you to come and service their industries, to work for them in their plantation farms, so that you do not go there and fail to read the DAP, which is a fertilizer, and instead you apply it wrongly. Or you'll not be sitting in front of an hospital there where you are supposed to help interpret for a patient once the doctors have treated them. That this 4-3-2 means you take 4 tablets twice and for this kind of a period. That they only wanted you to be able to service the industry or their plantation or their workspaces or their system of colonization. Have we changed since that time? When the Union Jack is that hiyo bendera ya huko, si ndio? When it came down, have we had a time to discuss what kind of education we require? Probably that is why we are having the problem and the challenge right now. But I'll tell you 1 or 2 things before I hand over to the other colleagues. 1, if you do not know why education, then anything would pass as a good education system. I'll give you an example. Right now, many people are talking of CBC being so good. It's enabling our children to acquire skills. And then you say, oh, are you sure? Is that theory? So you ask them what is happening at the junior secondary school. No teachers, no teaching and learning material, no classrooms, no laboratories, no nothing. So when you're saying it is so good, then you must understand that somebody is selling what they call hot air to you. When you corner people, they'll tell you, no, just calm down. In fact, the teachers, right now, the TSC is working so hard. In fact, we are going to add some 30,000 teachers. But they're telling you it is working so well. The process of arranging how to recruit and deploy and all that will take so long. You ask yourself, did they just realize this year that there'll be a junior secondary school? Grade 7, did they realize this year? So the second thing which I want you then to interrogate further is when we are discussing education, please, whether they don't like you, they like you, say it as it is. Let us remove all those elements of the petty politics we see around. And let us